Yes.
Audio's recording?
Wait, am I? Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Sorry.
I accidentally hit the mic, that's why. What's good, guys? For this episode of PhilmPod, we got Beetlejuice movie review, Sandhelp movie review, and finishing it off with an Iron Lung movie review. But either ways, welcome to PhilmPod, where we break down films in the way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, believe me when I say this, you're in the right place. And to my left, who's always in the right place as well, my boy, Isaiah, say DB Aramia.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like a hype man right there, like Yeah, check, 1, 2,
Yeah.
who is it?
I'm on.
What's good, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Are you chilling?
Light week this week in terms of pod stuff. You know, I think we're going to have some good discussion, but not a whole lot going on, you know? January been pretty quiet for the most part. Some good movies, but pretty quiet. Surprisingly good movies, right? Like, historically, from what I understand, January is an awful month for movies, but lately it's been kind of like making some good stuff.
I honestly don't remember that. I remember
This is kind of what I hear film TikTok talk about of January sucks, but the last couple of years have been great.
I want to know what type of
I don't even know like how you would measure that. I think it might just be like a vibe thing. It could be like, hey, we don't really want to release stuff now with the Oscars coming up because of conversation, whatever. It could be a mix of a bunch of different things. Who knows? But anyways, Phil, I'm doing good. Literally nothing's going on with me. I'm completely chilling. Literally. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Like, work was busy, but it wasn't that busy where I'm like, I'm kind of a little bit.
Just enough busy where it's like gets me through the day where I'm not bored. You that kind of busy?
In a way, yes, but I'm just excited, bro. Like I was doing my research a little bit on these movies coming up that we gonna be talking about to you guys. But I don't know. It was a good day. Yeah, it was a good day, man. Good day. That's weird because it's Monday, and also we're recording on Monday.
Yeah, that's right. New day. Is this the first official Monday we're recording on, like in person?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
The same. Feel weird? No, honestly. I thought it was going to bug me considering how much later it is now that we're filming, but it's not really bugging me at all. I feel pretty great. I feel good.
No problem. So do you mind if I jump in too?
Let's do it. Jump into it.
Well, you know what? I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Because you seemed like you were excited to talk about something earlier. I want to know a little bit more about this because you kind of been putting me on like these video game little like movies and video games overall. So how do you feel about all these God of War castings, man? How do you feel about that?
Oh, you're giving me the spotlight on camera?
Yeah, I want to hear because I'm actually curious.
Okay, yeah. So I said it a little bit off camera. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I would assume whoever's seeing like this TikTok or whatever this ends up becoming, I'd hope people are seeing how awesome this is, okay? Because the casting has just been making me really happy because it just seems like they're hitting all the right marks, you know? I'm not seeing your Chris Pratts or your Dwayne The Rock Johnsons on my Amazon Prime TV show. It seems like we're getting like an authentic retelling combination of God of War 4 and 5 with the way they're casting Thor and Freya and Odin, but then they're also casting, actually they haven't announced any casting for characters that would be in what would be the first season of God of War. Here, let me give you some perspective really fast. The way God of War works, the new rebooted games, 4 and 5 is what I'm going to call them, right? 4 and 5. They're not labeled that, but that's what I'm going to say. God of War 4 and 5, they are set in the Norse mythos, right? The original's Greek stuff, okay? It seems like this Amazon stuff, not doing that, which I don't love. That, little iffy for me.
Oh, what are they going to do?
They're just going to go straight to the Norse stuff. So they're going to have sad Kratos without the full context of what happened to him in Greece and why he's sad. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. I think we will get a little bit of Greek stuff. But more importantly, what I want to add on, which I like that they're doing, is it seems like they're combining 4 and 5 together as opposed to like, here's 4, 1 contains story, and then 5 is like much bigger, and it's like, all right, now it's Ragnarok time, you know? It seems like they're gonna combine the two and make it a little bit more cohesive, which I don't think was a problem with the original games, but I think it makes sense to do that in a TV show format to like build some extra drama with like Asgard stuff. Because like in the original game 4, there's no Asgard really. It's mentioned, but like the villain, his name's Baldur, who they haven't said the casting for yet, I don't think. He hasn't been casted yet, and like he's in it, and you literally don't hear anything from Thor or Odin or anyone. Yeah. But it sounds like you're gonna hear from them throughout the first season. So I'm really curious to see what they do. I'm kind of excited about it, and it's making me a lot more interested in it. But we'll see. We'll see. The thing I'm most curious about is fight scenes because I don't know how they're gonna do that. Genuinely, they're insane. They're like crazy.
I was gonna ask you about that. I was gonna be like, what if these fight scenes aren't insane? Like, is that a huge miss on them, or does it really matter? Mostly
Depends
on the
how
acting
strong
performances?
their acting is. I think I can almost look past it because I love the fight scenes, dude. Have you seen them?
I've seen a couple.
Look,
I haven't seen all.
for me, it's like God of War is like big fights. That's what it is. Like it's insane God versus God fight, you know? I need to see Kratos grabbing a big tree and hitting a dude with it and then trucking him and then dropping a giant rock onto some dude's face. You know? That's what I need because to me, that's what a lot of God of War is. That's what the appeal was of me getting into it. Now it's different. I have much deeper love for it. But like, obviously when I got into it when I was a kid, like that's what it was to me, you know, big epic fights. So I just don't know how it does in live action because I can't think of a lot of grand scale one-on-one fights in live action in like live action media. I mean, I'm just trying to think. I can't. Like nothing I've seen that I think lives up to what I'm thinking.
Man of Steel.
Yes, I guess that would actually be the closest thing. That's a great example. Yes, stuff like that is what I would want from it. I just don't know if we're gonna get that quality. You know, I hope so, but we'll see.
Oh, and Sonic 3.
Yeah,
That was pretty
that's another. That's a good example too.
Inspired by Man of Steel.
That's, all right. But I think more with like people,
playing around.
with people for sure. I think Man of Steel is a great comparison, and I would love to see that. I hope so. I hope so. It's just gonna be one of those things. We'll have to see. I don't know when it comes out. I think a year from now, probably. It doesn't even sound like they've started filming yet. So
I think it might be a year from now.
We'll
But
see.
I'm excited, bro. Like you always talking about it gets me excited because I don't know too much about video games, and when these video game projects come out or even like get announced, you pretty much get me in that hype mode.
yeah,
I don't
because
know
it's
too much about video games.
because it's
I don't-
exciting. It's cool. And I'm the guy that doesn't love every video game getting an adaptation. I don't think it's necessary for a lot of stuff. I think some stuff that is necessary, and we'll get into that later. We'll talk about that idea more later. But just be ready next week. I'm also reviewing Return of Silent Hill, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. But Phil, let's move on. Phil,
All right.
what have you been watching?
What have I been watching?
Yeah, I want to hear from you first.
I'm gonna keep it simple.
Simple.
I have been watching two things. Two shows.
Two
Not
shows.
movies, 2 shows. First one, still watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, he's
Season
in.
2. Liking it, loving it. There's not really anything different I can say because it's still at the point where the story is developing, but I'm hooked. I can't wait to see what the heck is coming because I know that
Winter.
phrase "winter coming." I don't think they've said it yet. I don't think they have, or like as hard as they have. But I'm just very excited. Like I'm at the point where I'm understanding why people love this show.
Yeah.
And I'm like every single time a new episode comes on of season 2, and I'm just like, all right, when's it coming? Because I know it's coming.
When are they gonna say it? When are they
There
gonna
was
say
a
the
certain
line?
scene that came up recently where I was like, oh, that's something. There was this like guy who took a baby and then had the baby like lay in the forest somewhere. It was all snowy and stuff. And then this weird dark figure comes out of nowhere, grabs it, and then runs off. And I was like, oh, is that the frost giant? Does that mean it's coming? And then
Is winter coming?
episode, I think the episode just kind of ended there. And I was like,
All right.
I'm so glad I didn't have to wait another week. And I was
Yeah,
able
you don't have to
watch,
worry
but-
about the weekly. You can just keep going.
Exactly, but I'm just like, this show, I understand it now. I understand it now. I do,
understand
but
it
I'm
now.
excited. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. I'm very excited to see what happens like from this point on. And I love the houses. I do. I love the houses. But that's it for Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Still getting into it. Second show I'm watching, and it's still doing so good. The Pit. The Pit is crazy. And also I forgot there's a third show, but The Pit is insane, bro.
Forget. Are you caught up? Are you caught up yet?
Not yet. There are
Okay,
like
okay. I couldn't
15
remember
or
if we talked about
18
it.
Episodes
Yeah,
of The
I
Pit.
couldn't remember if we like talked about you finishing season 1 yet, or if you had. So
I haven't finished it yet, but it's so good, bro.
Nice.
And you don't know how happy I was when I was thinking I got to episode 8, and I was like, dang it, it's about to be over. And I opened it up, and I was like, there's 16 episodes, yes.
real TV's back.
It's kind of like how you were with Free Run. Like where
Oh, yeah,
you
like-
probably already knew there were like 22 episodes of Free Run.
But
or
like, yeah,
whatever.
you like get to like what you would expect to be 12, and then it keeps going. You're just like, yeah, dude, we're so here.
I'm so excited, bro, because I can't like. It's just so good to see every single episode be an hour of their shift or 2 hours of their shift, and it just goes on. Like
Mm-hmm.
it never stops. Like they continue on from the like place they were like stopped at, and then they bring in the new cases. Like they finish the cases they were already on, and they get into the new one.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, some of these. Bro, I'm gonna need y'all to stop killing some people. I'm gonna need y'all to like chill out.
Like, do you?
because
They suck.
No,
They're not good doctors.
They
or
don't
what?
suck. There are some good doctors. They are very good doctors. And this show, if anything, needs to show like we need the more support for the medical field people. Like we need more support in the hospital. We need more support, like more people putting money into there because the ER ain't no joke, bro. It ain't no joke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to work there. That's
No, I have
like,
a cousin that works in the ER.
Oh, yeah.
Don't sound fun.
No. Like, I respect people that work in the ER, but I will never work in the ER, bro. That's too much stress. That is way too much stress.
Yeah.
And then that time when Brody kept on switching out his uniform because stuff kept on getting onto it.
His scrubs.
I was like, yeah, his scrubs. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, but good job, man, for everything he was doing. He's saving lives, but man, changed his scrubs 3 times in 5 hours. I'm like, dang.
That's crazy.
But last show I want to bring up, because I just want to bring up this moment right here. It's Veronica Mars. I'm still watching it.
Dude, I forgot you were watching
Yeah,
that.
I forgot too. I forgot for a second, because I've just been like obsessed with the pit and
and Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. But Veronica Mars had a crazy moment in one episode that I
Nice.
want to talk about real quick. It was not like crazy, like out of this world crazy, where this is the best episode ever. Crazy with the start of the episode. So there's this teacher everybody loves in the show at the start of this episode, and it's a guy who is the main character in Severance. I forgot his name. Scott.
Ben Scott?
Ben Scott.
Oh, Adam Scott. Sorry.
Adam Scott. That's
His name in Parks and Rec is Ben, and I just always combine them.
No, it's cool. He's like the guest star of the episode, and he's everybody's favorite teacher. Like everybody's involved because at first high school nobody's involved in the classes, but they're involved in his class. And he's like going through picking people to like answer questions. They're all hyped to answer it. But then he gets to this one like student, and she just goes, he's like, and the answer is, and she goes, if you're not gonna call me anymore, just say it. And just letting you know, I'm not pregnant. And then just leaves, and I went, that's how the episode starts? What? And then the theme song plays, and I was like,
I forget. This show's a comedy, right? It's like a dark comedy.
bro, I can't even say it's a comedy. I want to say it's like a drama, suspenseful drama sometimes.
Interesting.
Like it can be funny, but it's not meant to
Because
be
that sounds like the way a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode would start, and then you hear that little theme.
But like it just goes dead silent after that because you're like hype. You're like, oh, this guy's pretty cool, and then that woman goes out there. The high school student just goes, yeah, I'm not pregnant. Just letting you know, and then just leaves. And I was like, bro, what did you do? What did you do? Because you seem like a cool guy, and then that happens. Now I don't like you.
This show confuses me. I don't think I understand what it is.
Show,
I don't think I understand what this show is.
It's just Nancy Drew mixed with Wednesday going in. Veronica Mars. But yeah, that's what I've been watching, guys.
Nice.
But Izzy, I want to hear what you've been watching.
Not much. But I did finish something today, actually. I finished the second season of Vox Machina.
Oh.
Finally. Yeah.
How was it?
So good. So freaking good, dude. It's such a good show. I don't know. I was like trying to think about it while I was watching the final episode today. I was like, man, what is it about this show that's sticking? Like, what is it that I'm just like, dude, I'm so infatuated by this show. And I think I chase a vibe of like Saturday morning cartoon, even though I never watched Saturday morning cartoons. That was never a thing. For me, it was Monday night cartoons on Cartoon Network. That was the thing where it'd go back to back, Adventure Time, regular show, Steven Universe. Like that era was my era. And Vox Machina also way more adult for sure. It's not a kid's cartoon at all, but it has a style that feels so that time. It just polished up and cleaned up. Honestly, hot take, I like this art style and that like Invincible art style more than I like how X-Men 97 looks. Hot take. I don't know. There's something about it that I really, really like. And I want to see more superhero cartoons that look like this because, dude, the animation is just so awesome. But specifically, just the art style, I love to death. But I think also more importantly, it's the characters all have such great chemistry, like the cast, because they're all friends. Like, again, this show is a D&D campaign that they are now, like, making into an actual show. So these people are all friends that did this campaign already. And now they're like, okay, now we get to, like, fully act out these characters and write everything out and whatever and script it. And you could just tell that they all, like, love working on this and they're having so much fun in, like, the rooms. I've seen the behind the scenes of them all together, like, in their circles, voice acting one by one. And it's just... man, you don't see that, dude. It's so awesome to see them all together doing the thing, doing the work, whatever. I love the show so much. I think it's just really cool. And I think a lot of the voice actors having a bunch of background in video games helps for sure. That I know a lot of these voices. Like, I recognize all of them. I played a game where I think almost every single person, right? The dude that I never had heard before was the dude that plays Percy, which I had his name and it's gone, but I want to give him his flowers because I think he's phenomenal. Where did his name go? I'm gonna butcher his name. Talisin Jaff. I think I fumbled his name, but I'm sorry, dude. Sorry. I love him so much. He's such a good voice actor. And he was probably the only voice actor in the show I was new to, like his work. The rest of them, dude, like Laura Bailey, Ashley Johnson, Matt Mercer, kind of just he's like the DM, so he's just voicing everyone. Like all your random characters that pop in, for the most part, he's voicing them outside of celebrities. I love them all so much. I think they're all so talented, and I love this show so much. Everyone should go watch it. Everyone go watch The Legend of Vox Machina. Go watch The Mighty Nine. They're doing some great work, and I think those shows need more love because I want them to do this forever, honestly.
I gotta get back into it, man.
You should.
I think I was on those last like 2 episodes of Vox. Vox Machina.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so hard to say.
It is hard to say. It's kind of a
Vox
mouthful.
Machina,
It's a mouthful.
Okay, I'm good. I got it. But I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, you should, because it's great. And I started season 3, and the first episode was pretty good. So I'm pretty locked in. I think I'm gonna check right now. I think there's one more season or two more seasons after this, season 3, and it's done. So hop on before it's over.
How do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I think the new
Like sad a little bit.
new season comes out this year, so I'm not gonna be sad until the final season is like out. You know.
So what will you do if this last season sucks?
From what I understand, the original campaign's great, so I don't think it'll fumble.
Okay.
And it's the same people that made the campaign writing the story, so I doubt it'll suck. Like it's due to win, you know. So they're cooking. They're really cooking.
You heard it first here.
Yeah.
Is he already predicting it's gonna be cooking?
It's gonna be cooking. It's gonna be cooking. And I haven't been watching anything else. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I have been watching a little bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's just a random thing I started watching. You've never heard of Curb Your Enthusiasm? Are you serious?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Tell you know what I'm talking about, right? You don't know Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I don't think I do.
You know Larry David? Like the comedian Larry David? It's like one of the like.
Maybe I've seen.
I think he's a co-creator on Seinfeld or a producer. Co-creator on Seinfeld. He basically started a comedy show too, and it's freaking hilarious. And it ended a few years ago, or a couple years ago. I don't know, something like that. But I had a friend gas it up to me, tell me it's great. I don't love just straight comedy shows. I like the more sitcom route where it feels like they're like developing characters and telling a story, whatever, just because I get more connected. But I've just been watching episode like slowly, and this show's good, dude. It's funny. It's really, really funny. Curb Your Enthusiasm. So CURB.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I spelled it Kerber. I thought you said Kerber Enthusiasm.
No.
I was like, bro.
Anyways, really good comedy. I'm enjoying it a fair bit. It's not my favorite. I'm not watching it like religiously, but I'm watching an episode, not every night, but every few nights. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this. Yeah.
He's funny, dude.
He's so funny, and he's so good in the show. It's a hilarious show. Also
JB Smoove is in this?
Yeah, that I don't think I'm pretty sure most people are well aware of what the show is, so I don't really need to recommend it to people, but you should watch it anyway because it's super good. So that's it. That's all I've been watching.
Nah, no problem.
Yeah. Before we recorded this episode, Catherine O'Hara had just passed away. So to honor her, we wanted to do a review of Beetlejuice because me and Phil had both never seen it. So we just kind of want to talk about her and her legacy and what she's done for Hollywood. So Phil, you've seen more things from her. What has she meant to you?
Bro, well, first off, huge respect to her, and like it's crazy that she really just died. Like it's just crazy, bro. Like I was working when I saw the notification pop up, and I still was thinking like this can't be true because, I mean, the first thing I saw her in was Home Alone, bro. Like she played like the mom, and she was like the mom. I know she, her character, and I'm not trying to throw no shade. Like people call her the worst mom because she forgot her son twice, but she's definitely one of my favorite like movie characters to watch. Like Home Alone, like it's not just Kevin McAllister, it's the mom. Like we love her, and I think it makes it even better that there was a clip that played earlier of a fan going up to her and just saying like, "Oh my gosh, like I love you," and she's like shook. She's like, "Oh well, thanks," like acting like that's strange. Like people really do love her, and he's like, "What's your favorite like role you've ever played?" And she's just like, "Mother" or like "Mom," and I just went, "That's so nice, man.
Yeah,
that's so nice," because she really is just a mom. Like in Beetlejuice, she plays like a stepmom, even though she's a little crazy. She's still a mom. In other movies, she's a mom. In The Studio recently, I mean, I know she isn't really like a mom to a character in that show, but she still seems like a mom in that movie. And I'm sorry, but it's just crazy to like see this day come, because once again, she was 71, and it's like, I feel like that's still plenty of time.
Yeah, for sure.
But she's been in such like, The Studio, The Last of Us.
Yeah, I wanted to mention her on that. That's the one thing that I think I could even say I liked about the second season. And that's not even me just like saying that because of like the recent stuff. Right? Yeah, she has a very chilling performance in that first episode. And it's probably one of the few things that I'm like, this is a new thing that I love that they did, because that character's not in the original game. And it's freaking phenomenal. And she, I think, adds so much weight to that purely by her performance. I think the writing is great, but I think she really serves that writing well. Like she kills it. And yeah, Home Alone, dude, freaking, that's probably the most recognizable thing for me for her. Like I just think, like when I think of that movie, we think of Kevin McAllister because it's like, oh, fun, huh, whatever. But then, yeah, she might be the worst mom in history, but she's also the best mom in history because she goes so far out of her way. She literally does anything she can to go get back to her kid, you know? And I think that should be admired, you know?
No, it 1,000% should be admired because, I mean, it just showed us a little bit of her. Like,
Yeah.
really, it's not just her I feel like it's not just her acting. I feel like that's just literally her.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, it's sad, but it's also incredible to recognize that.
Yeah.
Because once again, I love her, and whenever I saw her, even like here, I didn't even know she was a voice actress for a lot of these different characters. Like, she was a voice actress in Frankenweenie. She was a voice actress in Skylanders, the video game.
That's
she was a
funny.
voice actor in Harvey Beaks. She was Sophia the First. One of my favorite movies, The Wild Robot.
Nice.
It's just, she's always been there.
Yeah.
And it's just sad that, like, I feel like I was kind of getting more, like, because of the studio into, like, yo, like, she's back and she's doing all this different stuff. I know she's already been in, like, Beetlejuice, she's in that. But I feel like she was still going on, like, a big role. So for this to end like this, like, once again, I'm going to have all these different projects she's been a part of, like, where I can appreciate it. But I just feel like there's still more.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm going to have all these memories right here. I'm still going to watch Home Alone a million times during Christmas.
100%.
Even before November, July.
It's a forever movie.
Yeah, but I'm sad she's gone, man.
Yeah.
I'm sad. So let's get on to
the episode
section
proper.
that I know we both watched.
Mm-hmm.
Section that I'm actually shook I've never seen before. And that is Beetlejuice movie. We're going to do a review on it. And I'm just shook.
A review on what?
Cut it out.
What?
Cut it out. I'm not saying it 3 times. I'm not. I don't
Say
want,
what 3 times?
I don't want Brody to show up.
He's going to show up.
I'm just going to say Brody. We're doing a movie
Beetlejuice?
review on Brody. I'm not saying his name 3 times. I don't want him here. I don't want it. Next thing you know, he just pops up.
Dude, this was
I got the
perfect.
rules.
Sorry, I was not expecting you to do it.
Sorry.
I honestly, this worked out perfectly because it gave me an excuse to add to my 2026 homework list of classics I need to watch. I have a friend that's been dying to show me Beetlejuice forever. And I texted him after I watched it this morning, and he was like, dude, right? Isn't it so good? And we'll talk about what I actually thought. Who knows? Maybe I thought it was awful, but we'll see.
What?
I don't know. Did I?
I low-key feel like you thought it was awful.
Should I give my review right now? Should I just do it?
Yeah, let's both give our review real quick.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I watched Beetlejuice. Here's what I'll say. Not for me. Definitely not an Isaiah movie, 100%. But it's really weird and really cool. And I don't know. There's something to it where I was just like, it's one of those movies where you walk down the stairs and it's on and you just kind of can't help but look. Like, you're just like, what is this? Like, it's just so weird. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. For me, it's like, oh, I could acknowledge, again, great movie. Not for me. I would definitely probably never watch this again unless like someone was like, you want to watch it? Like, unless someone came up to me and was like, hey, you want to watch Beetlejuice? Sure, I guess I'll watch it again. Like, great movie. I love all the designs. I like the prosthetics a lot that they do. It's like some of the faces. I like the monsters a lot. Everything just looks really cool. And Beetlejuice is, am I allowed to say Beetlejuice is funny?
Stop saying his name.
Am I allowed to say
You want
he's
the
funny?
second one. Stop it.
I'll
do
stop.
it.
I won't say his name.
All right.
Am I allowed to say he's funny? Because he's also really creepy and nasty. So
can say that.
he's pretty funny. He's hilarious. And now I really want to watch the second one because I kind of want to see more. He's not in it much either, so I want to see more of him. He's funny. What'd you think?
Bro, I'm very disappointed in myself that I've never seen this movie until now.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
very
I could
disappointed in
say,
myself.
this is a movie I feel like you would be like a nerd over if you watched this when you were a kid.
I really like this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think, honestly, I'm going to say I probably wouldn't have appreciated it that much as a kid.
Oh, really?
I feel like I would have liked it way more as an adult. Only because there were a lot of scenes where it was like, oh, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
Freak. Sorry. Just a freak.
Freak juice.
Freak juice.
Never mind, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I don't think you could say that.
Yeah, I can't say that. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed, and the second one has this too. The start of it, like the intro to it, I got addicted to that. I got addicted to these characters. I did not know Alec Baldwin was in it, and he looked
Dude, he looked
young.
so young.
I was like, what the heck? And the scariest thing about that was the spider scene where he just grabs the spider and throws it out the window. I
I'll
was
rock
like,
with that. Freaking creep.
I was like, was that a real spider? Was that?
Probably.
I was just creeped out. But either way, really liked this movie. Really liked the weirdness of it, just like you. And it's hard to explain how I felt about Brody. Not gonna say his name because somebody already.
He's here, guys. I think we have to say it 3 times.
I'm scared, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was scary.
We have to say three times, like not consecutively, but like within like a short time frame,
I mean,
time
pay
frame.
attention to the movie, no matter what. Either way, I really liked it, and I'm giving this movie an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
I'm giving this movie a really strong 8 out of 10. Like, this is probably one of my new favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Because I really want to watch it again. Like, really want to. Like, I was having fun. I was very addicted to Alec Baldwin, and I forgot his wife, them playing themselves, their characters as ghosts. I thought they were funny, especially when they were trying to scare everybody. I thought that was funny, and I really loved Catherine O'Hara in this. Like, she was wild. Same with her. Never mind. Her daughter was wild.
Winona Ryder is fantastic.
I didn't even know that was Winona Ryder.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like her. Like her voice did not change. I picked it up immediately. I knew she was in the second one, so I kind of assumed she was in the first one. But yeah, dude, Winona Ryder was a standout for me. I loved her. I thought she was so good in this movie.
I was looking at the screen for a while, and I was like, "Is that homegirl from Stranger Things? Wait, is that Winona Ryder?" And I looked, and I was like, "That's Winona Ryder."
Yeah.
Bro, everybody looks so young, but then again, this movie came out in 1988.
Yeah.
So. But this movie was good, and I want to get into it more. So, what were some of your favorite scenes from this movie?
Favorite scenes? Okay, here's one. It's probably like my favorite use of like prosthetics and like weird creepy stuff that you could just know Tim Burton is just like thinking about his weird brain. It was when they messed with their face, husband and wife, Alec Baldwin,
so cool.
and they he does the weird like long nose and the eyes and whatever, and she freaking opens her mouth super wide. I was like, dude, this is so creative and so cool and so weird that I was just like that's when I was like, oh yeah, okay, I like this. I think for me, a lot of particular scenes don't stick out. Like I'm not like, whoa, yeah, that was insane or whatever. But I do think there's just a lot of weirdness that I loved. I think another great scene is the dance sequence, the like really brief one when they're able to like puppet them around and get the dance. Great scene. That was like a classic. I imagine that raised a lot of people. But yeah, those are probably the two standouts for me specifically, and the final scene I liked a lot with Winona Ryder floating.
I don't remember what the song was, but they were like 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. That was one of my favorite scenes, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because they were. The only reason why I liked this so much was because they were struggling to like scare them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's another reason why I like Winona Ryder's character again. I need to remember her name. It was like something. What was it again? It was Lydia. I love like Lydia, but like when they're trying to scare them and they control them and they're doing that dance and just it was so funny to me, but also like you could see in their faces and Catherine O'Hara trying to like sing and going like I forgot what the song was, but when she was over here like or something, I thought that was funny. And then when they thought they got him and then Lydia comes upstairs, she's like, "Come down there, look at this," and they're all obsessed, like going like, "We're haunted! Oh my gosh, we can sell the house for more!" And I'm like, I don't know, I just really like that scene. And then I want to say the first scene with, I guess, the creepiest scene when Brody just grabs a spider, throws it, and then you're looking at his model of the town.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like that
yeah.
I knew it was gonna play like a
part later.
a part in this, and you know it plays a huge part.
You know, I wasn't expecting the plot to be what it was. I know nothing about Beetlejuice. Literally nothing. Like, I did not know what to expect going into this movie. I didn't know who Beetlejuice was. I didn't know what Beetlejuice is.
Okay.
I genuinely, like, I didn't know what I was expecting when I started watching Beetlejuice. But I think the concept is so creative. And I think that is probably what I like the most about this movie, honestly, outside of a lot of the cool prosthetic stuff. I just wasn't expecting this weird mix of horror and comedy where, like, I think you get a lot of horror and comedy mixed together. You know, you can see that as recently as, like, Weapons, where Weapons near the end sort of plays like a comedy. Or, like, the old original slasher movies, like Scream and stuff like that, are, like, very much funny because they're so campy or whatever. But, like, this felt like a very, like, intentional, like, oh, we're trying to be very funny. And I just wasn't expecting that blend of like being scary while also being absolutely hilarious from this movie.
Honestly, if you see a lot of the other stuff that
Tim Burton, and that makes sense, because I think that's probably what he
part
does.
of or actually directed or something like that, that's usually what he is, like Nightmare Before Christmas. Very scary looking at the start, but then you see the comedy with it and you see the fun that's in it too. You start growing on these characters, even though they're like sick and weird and creepy looking, but that's pretty much the same. Like, it's just him.
And that sounds about right, yeah.
And it's so cool that he can do that. Like, I feel like not a lot of other people can do what he does, but the way he does it is impressive.
Yeah, and I think the difference between the way he does it and the way, like, something like Scream does it, or, like, the old, like, classic campy horror movies is, like, to him, man, I had it and I lost it. His humor is just so different and weird and creative, where it doesn't come off as corny. Like, it genuinely comes off as funny, where I'm like, I think a lot of those older stuff you could see is be like, that's a little corny. Like, I don't really know if I rock with that. But, like, he's hilarious with, like, his weird concepts and ideas he comes up with.
What did you think about Brody? I'm not going to say his name. What did you think about Brody in this movie?
Michael Keaton or Beetlejuice?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is an interesting actor because I don't have a lot of experience with Michael Keaton specifically, but I wasn't expecting him to be able to play a character like that so well.
Yeah.
Because it just feels so different. Like when I think of Michael Keaton, right? Obviously, I think of Batman.
Yeah.
And for me, like, this is just such, like, Isaiah, you're like a loser. You don't watch a lot of movies. Like, I think of Vulture
No,
from Spider-Man.
stop it.
No, just this, like, play with me here, okay? Ready? Like, that's what I think about him. I think of him as, like, a dude actor, you know? He's just, like, playing, like, the stoic hero guy or the sad, depressed villain. That's just my experience with him, you know? He's, like, he just comes off as that guy, you know? I would never expect him to play a creepy, psychopathic, insane weirdo, you know? Tyler said it while we were talking about it just a little bit earlier, like, watching him play almost the Joker just to play Batman a year later is so funny. But I think the difference between him and Joker is just, like his voice is so different. Like it's such a weird, like you hear the Joker, you hear like the whole like Mark Hamill clown, you know, Heath Ledger, you hear that, like you just know. Him, it's like very raspy and grainy. It sounds so weird. It sounds so him. And I just wouldn't expect him to have that in his bag, you know? Yeah. I like Beetlejuice.
I was shook, just like you. I was very shook. I didn't expect Michael Keaton to be that good as Michael Keaton. I'm not saying
As Beetlejuice?
Yeah, whatever you said. And I was getting very, like, I don't want to say addicted to his character, but very, like, it's hard to say. I don't want to say drawn because it's weird.
No, but addicted's a good word.
He always came out of nowhere at the right time, and he was always just incredibly funny and out of pocket out of nowhere. Like, that scene where I believe it's Lydia's first time seeing him on the little, like, map of the town.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there, like, throwing jabs and stuff and saying the most, like, perverted stuff to her. Awful, but funny in a bad way. And when he's trying to get her to say his name, and then she finally realizes, wait, you're the guy who was trying to scare us earlier. And he's like, no, wait, you gotta say it. Come on, say it. I was laughing so hard because, once again, it's Michael Keaton doing that.
It's just you wouldn't expect it. Like
it's creepy but funny.
Yeah.
And that's just, I don't know. That's a shout out to Tim Burton. But I feel like that's one of, like, it's weird to say because I still got to watch a couple of other Tim Burton movies, but I feel like that's probably one of his best characters, strangely enough.
Probably.
Like,
I think probably like a lot of people would universally agree on that.
Like, I know there's other characters. Like, I'm really a huge fan of Edward Scissorhands. Like, I love that movie, Edward Scissorhands. But this one, bro, like with Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, and I know I said it, whatever. I said it once, but he might be his best character.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion.
You know what? I think you said it perfectly. Dude, it's just so infectious. Like, you can't help but watch him when he's on screen, you know? When he's doing the Beetlejuice thing, it's just like, dude, I need to just, like, I need to watch him do this because it's just so fun to watch. All right. Yeah, great. You watched the second one too, right?
Yes.
What did you think?
I liked it.
More or less?
It's very difficult because the second one does a better job, in my opinion, of getting more into, like, the, I don't know what world, the afterlife, I guess I could say. Like, there's way more you get to, like, explore and look around with, and I think that's one of the cool things with it. Like, obviously bringing back, like, the old characters from the first movie, awesome, but it was really cool to, like, go on a wild goose chase in that afterlife because the whole plot of that one is, like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you because I want to watch it. I want to hear what you think. But basically, just know it takes way more place outside of that house and in the afterlife. And I had fun with it. Like, there were a lot of surprise, like, guests or surprise actors in it that I didn't expect, especially at the beginning. And I thought that was really cool. And the comedy, I thought was way better. It's just more wild.
Yeah.
More wild. Where the first one felt like, you know, you're in the house and it's primarily taking place there. Where this one is just a wild movie. Like, wild. There's so much going on and so much craziness. I loved it.
Are they going to do a trilogy? Is that the plan?
The way it ended, I feel like they might. I don't know, though. But the way it ended, it seemed like it.
You have to. I mean, I don't know how well it did. Tyler, do you know Off the Dome? Did the second one do good?
I think it might.
Like, box office wise? Yeah, okay.
I think it might. I wouldn't be mad. I would love to see
Probably. I mean, dude, you can't call something Beetlejuice and not finish it, right? You have to get the third one in there.
Bro, that would be crazy if, like, they had, like, some type of crazy event for the third one, where I don't know what you would do, though. That's one thing.
I don't know. I haven't seen the second one, so I wouldn't know. To me, this movie, and that's something I liked a lot about the first one, was it feels so, like, singular. Like, I don't think, like, to me, it was like, oh, you didn't have to do a second one. Like, this movie is just great, you know? It's a really good movie. Again, not for me, but like a really good movie that you could just kind of leave by itself. So that's why I was curious to watch the second one. I just didn't get a chance to, where I want to know what they did. I had a friend that also watched it. The same friend that told me to watch Beetlejuice. He likes the second one, not as much as the first, but he likes the second one.
I like the second one.
So I'm
pretty even with it.
Okay, so it's like similar quality to you.
I feel like it almost is better than the first one, but at the same time, I feel like they're both the same. I feel like they're both 8s in my eyes, and I had fun watching the second one. I was really invested in the second one too, but all I know is in the third one, they have to finish it with that dance in the first one. I'm sorry, you have
Call
to.
back.
I love that ending to it.
It was really good.
What'd you get on your math test? Okay, you passed. All right, and then they just get into that whole like her floating up in the air and then dancing.
It's really good. I like that last scene a lot. Yeah, it's
I was kind of like, okay,
yeah, I was grooving too.
right,
Yeah, it's good.
okay.
It's really good. Yeah.
I like that ending.
Anything else you want to say on Beetlejuice?
I just really loved it. I'm sorry to all of you Beetlejuice fans out there who are probably like sitting at your screen going like, how are you guys a film podcast and you haven't seen Beetlejuice?
Right.
I don't care. I've finally seen it.
We
and
both
I love
have.
it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to hopefully see a third one.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
And now
I'm trying to do the voice. The juice is loose.
I need to
can't
hear
do
it more. I need to hear it more, and I could probably figure it out. But the juice is loose, and you're gonna have to send help because Beetlejuice is here. But Phil, you want to send help? Boom, perfect transition again. King of transitions. You know that. There you go.
Yeah, that stuff.
All right, Phil. I'm so upset I didn't get to watch this. Genuinely, like again, I'm watching it on Saturday, so I'll hit you with the hey. Here's what I thought really quickly. But Phil, I'm gonna pick your brain about Send Help, Sam Raimi's new film. Some people saying, dude, Sam Raimi, king of horror, because this movie's incredible. So I'm curious to see, what did you think? Do you align with that?
Huh. Well, once again, I can't really say too much about the horror aspect because I'm not really like
Not a horror guy.
I'm not a horror
Yeah,
guy.
for sure.
I'm
Neither
not a
am
horror
I.
guy, but it did have some pretty like tense, scary moments. I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of times you're in that theater and you're thinking like, what is the craziest thing that Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien are gonna do to each other right now? Because there were so many times they had these looks, and I really want to give a shout out to like Dylan O'Brien's facial expressions and even Rachel McAdams' facial expressions, because there were so many times when they're looking at each other, you're just thinking like, I mean, me personally, I was like, there's no possible way they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do. There's no possible way she's gonna do what I think she's gonna do. And then it kind of gives you, like, there's moments in it where you really feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then they tease you for a second. They tease you going like, oh, no, it's not. But then another scene happens and then boom, you get like a little bit of gore. You get a lot of blood. You get a lot of tense, scary moments.
This movie seems so gory, sorry.
Yes.
Seems really gory,
yes. There are some pretty gory scenes in it. But to my surprise, though, when I watched the trailer, I thought it was going to be a little bit more scarier and more intense than usual, but it wasn't fully. It was a little bit more silly than I expected. And I was kind of shook by that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like at the start has that silliness to it, and then right when they get on the island, everything is just every man for themselves. Every little bit of this island is like a death trap. It's like no matter what, don't cross me and I won't cross you type thing. And it was that for a little bit, but it was very silly. And I'm not going to say that's entirely bad. Maybe it's just more of a thing where I don't like fully mesh with it, which is why I kind of wasn't fully into the movie. But it still is a very Sam Raimi well done movie.
Yeah, that sounds very Sam Raimi. I feel like that mix of horror and silly seems very him.
Yeah, I think that is him, which is why I'm saying that's why I'm saying like it didn't fully mesh with me, but there's still some very enjoyable scenes in this movie. Like there's I mean at the start, Rachel McAdams is very I was trying to root for her sometimes, but then there was sometimes when I was like, I'm not gonna lie, you annoying the heck out of me. Like I love you, I'm trying to fight for you here, but you annoying the heck out of me. Like I felt bad at that point, but that was just because Rachel McAdams did a good job of playing like this person.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because her character isn't really she doesn't really mesh well with the office or her coworkers.
The vibe of the office.
The vibe of the office, definitely. And it clearly shows it. Like in the movie, it clearly shows it. She doesn't get the social cues and the vibe of what people are trying to talk about, what they're trying to bring, and like she's definitely an outcast, like big time. And she does a great job of playing the outcast of the office. But there's times when you definitely get annoyed with her, definitely get scared with her, and definitely feel bad for her. Because there were a lot of times in that movie where I was like, y'all are some messed up people. Like, very messed up. But hey, once again, that's Dylan O'Brien and his gang doing a good job of acting.
Dude, can I tell you something? I didn't even watch the movie. I'm so happy that Dylan O'Brien is like just killing it. Just killing it. That man raised me. I want him to know that. That man raised me, dude. Freaking, I think if I were to attribute like a person, no, I wouldn't say just him, but I think he's a big reason why I like movies so much because of what he did in The Maze Runner. Where like as a kid, dude, Dylan O'Brien as Thomas was the coolest dude on planet Earth. That man running in that maze was the coolest thing ever for me.
He was taking off. I'm not gonna lie.
So it makes me happy that I felt like for so long, at least for me, I wasn't seeing him in anything. Like anything. I think he did a lot of smaller stuff, like very small stuff.
Teen Wolf?
No, I didn't, but that was before that too. But I think he definitely was doing a lot more like twinless type stuff where he's doing a lot more indie stuff, which good on him. Like you're a phenomenal actor. Like to him, it's about the art, not the bag, you know, to see him getting now like a little bit more like, what's the word? Like, I'm just gonna say bigger, like he's on a bigger screen, like a bigger movie for him now. Like it's really cool to see, and I want more directors to use him because I think he's freaking just fantastic.
Dylan O'Brien's awesome, and he was really funny in this movie, bro. Like there's a really funny compilation that plays at the quarter start of the movie when they finally get to the island, and it was so funny. Like it was so funny. Like I want to say it. It's kind of like, you know.
It's early. You could say it.
Okay, fine. It's when Rachel McAdams' character gets very annoyed with him because he's being a crybaby. He's acting like he's still in the office. He's acting like he doesn't need her. So she leaves. And then it's a compilation of him going like, she'll be back. She'll probably be back. And it just the camera keeps going in a loop back and forth, showing his face going from, I'm right, she's coming back, to, I need water. Oh, and it's so funny, the transition from that. And I love the crowd I was in too, because everybody was laughing their butts off at anything that was going on or anything that like remotely led to like tension or even just some comedy. But that scene specifically was unbelievably funny with Dylan O'Brien. I'm glad. His face when he really looked so dehydrated, he was just sitting there like, water. He was kind of like that SpongeBob episode.
I need,
exactly like that, but it was so funny. And then there's another thing that happens when he finds out how crazy like Rachel McAdams is, and he's just like, and I died,
dude,
because we all felt the same.
Dude, facial like humor is so funny to me when dudes are just super expressive. It's like the Jim thing in The Office, right? So he looks at the camera and hits that. You know that? Yeah. That to me is just like, that's hilarious for me. And I like facial expression humor. It's so good.
But he kills it with that in this movie.
Good.
And also just his emotion in the movie is good. But both of them are very good in this movie. Like I didn't like this movie fully. I didn't. Ooh. But I did respect it.
Okay, what did you not like?
I'm going to say didn't fully mess with the silliness. I think there was just too much than what I expected. And that's just on me. It's just not fully a movie for me. But once again, like it's half horror, half silly, and
comedy,
I'm not fully. And I know we just talked about Beetlejuice, and it's like that's fun. But I think to me, Tim Burton and Sam Raimi are a little different.
Yeah,
like, Sam Raimi is good at, I guess, the bringing comedy into those serious moments, and Tim Burton is good at bringing the horror to me with like making it feel heartfelt more.
It's hard to explain. I understand. Really comedy is really hard to like differentiate because it's like, well, it just makes me laugh. Like comedy just works and it doesn't work for so many different people. It just kind of depends. So you're not a Sam Raimi guy. That's perfectly fine. You know?
That's what I'm starting to think.
Here's my question. How's the story though? Like overall plot, like what do you think?
It's not bad, but it's not like generational in my opinion.
Okay.
It's entertaining, but I didn't feel like it was out of this world.
Is it at least fairly consistent? Like, is it like good beginning, good middle, good end? Or is it like, oh, this is great, and then it kind of falls off here? Okay.
Yes, exactly that. Like, I wasn't fully a fan of the ending, but once again, I had an entertaining time. Like, I laughed when there were some funny moments, but maybe it's just that I didn't find it that scary at times, which I thought it was going to be. But once again, I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I did.
Nice. So what was your number score?
I gave this a decent 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I gave it a decent 6 out of 10. I wasn't a full fan of it, but I still had some fun.
What do you think, reading off me, do you think I'll like it?
I think you will.
Okay.
I think you will. I think you're going to give this an 8 out of 10.
Sick.
I think you
cool.
will.
I'm really excited. I heard a lot of praise. And honestly, I respect you for coming in and having your problems. Because I think that's okay. I don't think every director needs to work for everyone. I mean, okay, can I ask a question? And just to compare it to, again, the thing that I love so much. You didn't like Multiverse of Madness, which was also very Sam Raimi. Like, very weird and, like, dark and silly, but trying to, like, blend horror. Not as much, because it's a superhero movie, and they were scared to do that. They should have, but it's fine. Different conversation. Do you think like you felt that energy here and that's kind of what also it didn't work still? Or do you think it felt completely different and it's just like this movie isn't clicking?
I feel like Multiverse of Madness had a little bit more horror than this one. Like I was scared of Wanda Maximoff. Like she was scary in that movie. Where I feel like this could have done that a little bit more, but it felt Sandhelm felt way more like comedic than Multiverse of Madness. Okay. As I say, Multiverse of Madness, but I don't know. That's tough, man. I just feel like it's too
different. That's what I was curious about. I wanted to ask, like maybe it was a style thing, like if you just, but yeah, maybe I was curious about that. It could be, and that's valid. I feel like that's completely valid. But yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say on Sandhelm?
I mean, if you guys love Sam Raimi, like this is definitely this is fully his movie. I would go into it, but I would definitely watch it if I were you guys, and definitely watch it in theaters, and definitely please watch it for Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. They kill it in this movie. Yeah. Like they are so good, but. Once again, I just didn't fully mesh with it.
All right. Phil, how familiar are you with Markiplier?
I watched them on YouTube.
As a kid?
I watched,
growing up?
Definitely.
Nice. Were you a big Markiplier guy?
I honestly kind of was for his Five Nights at Freddy's games and stuff. And I actually didn't, I think Poppy's Playtime I saw recently. Yeah. I haven't seen anything else after that, but I loved his voice. Hot take.
I wasn't a Markiplier guy.
Oh, for real?
I was a Jacksepticeye guy.
Oh, okay. Jacksepticeye was pretty cool.
I love Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie. I used to watch a lot of PewDiePie too. Never really Markiplier. So I just had to open it with that. I was so curious. I just wanted to know. This is the prime opportunity where I get to ask, Phil, did you watch Markiplier? Because when would I ever get to ask that question? Anyways, Phil, Markiplier made a movie. He also wrote a movie and directed it and was the lead actor in it.
And was the only actor.
And was the only actor outside of a couple other few characters who had their voice in it. Yeah. Notably, really fast, Troy Baker was in it. And I love Troy Baker. And that made me really happy.
I was like, whoa.
I geeked. I knew it was his voice immediately. Phil, we watched The Iron Lung. And we're going to review it. Fun little horror movie based on a video game. How much experience do you have with the video game?
I don't know a single thing about the video game. I'm going to be for real.
I don't know much either. But I've heard of it. I've watched 10 minutes of gameplay from a friend. It's not a long game. It's an hour long. I've seen 10 minutes of the game. I was well aware of what it was going in. I'm like, oh, I literally know exactly what the mechanics are, what you do, what the plot is, whatever. I understood that. But I didn't know a lot of the lore stuff. So, Phil, I'm curious to hear, what did you think of the Iron Lung?
Bro.
Spoiler free, of course.
I was very impressed.
Nice.
I was very impressed. I went into it, and I'm not going to lie, I was going to the theater, and I was thinking, since this is kind of like a special movie, special presentation type thing, I don't think it's going to have a lot of trailers. So I'm in the line, I get there, 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, I'll get the popcorn, I'll probably be good. Walking in the theater, I'm hearing the start little theme, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's already starting? As I'm walking in, lights go so dark, and a creepy theme plays in the background, and I'm like, oh, let me hurry up and get in my seat. And it gets so creepy, I didn't even know there was another person, because it was so dark in the theater. I didn't know there was another person on my right. So as it's starting, and I'm hearing that clank and everything, and it's telling me stuff, I'm looking to my right while being creeped out, and I'm just like, is there a person there? And I literally jumped a little bit as I'm watching this intro, and I'm looking at this dude in the hood, Markiplier, rise up in this submarine, or submersible, whatever it was, looking at this dude next to me like, what is that? What are you doing here? But pretty much it was just two of us in the theater, but
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understood. Okay, cool.
But I really was just impressed with this movie. I thought I was gonna be bored out of my mind for a second. I'm sorry. I thought I was. Yeah. But I got very into it, especially mainly because of Markiplier's acting and also just the claustrophobia that I felt for him being in this submarine. But I was just unbelievably impressed. I was very shook when I heard that the area he was in was blood and all that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way creepier than I thought, but I liked it. I really did. Nice. I didn't give it a high rating. I gave it a really decent 7 out of 10. But I still feel like that's good for what this was, man.
For sure.
What did you think?
Okay, so I've known about this movie being worked on for a while. Oh, for real? Probably since my junior year of high school, maybe senior year.
It's been that long?
I think so. Wow. That's not junior or senior year. I'm 20, so 3 years ago? Yeah, probably. Oh, okay. That sounds about right. Because of all of this is the most blood ever used for a movie. Oh, this all this other stuff. My friend was super in dude, this sounds so crazy. I'm so excited, bro. I gotta go watch it. Blah, 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 whatever. But I was excited. I've known about this movie. I just didn't have a lot of expectations. I didn't watch a trailer. I was like, I'm not gonna watch anything. I don't want to spoil it myself. I'm just gonna go in. I know what the game is, and I'll watch the movie for what it is. I was impressed with some of it, but I didn't like a lot of it. I think this is a grower. Like, I think this might be something if I watch more and more, I'll like more. But I'm not gonna lie. I think outside of a pretty strong final act and a good first act, I thought the middle was rough. Very, very rough.
Talking about when he actually got like stuck down there?
Like, yes. That's when I was like, okay, like this is just not working for me. Like, look, you get to that first act, and I thought it was decent. Like, I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. But I felt like once the movie got to its middle, and it kind of just felt like I was watching Markiplier play the game, I was like, okay, yeah, this is why it's not a movie. You know, this is why it works as a game. I also didn't think it was scary, like, at all. At all. I literally, outside of the initial 5 minutes, I was already like, okay, like, I'm good. This isn't bad at all. This is literally nothing.
I thought it was suspenseful. In the middle. Like, at the start, yes, scary, because I didn't know what the heck was going on and what he was going down into. And I was also trying to figure out what is radioactive and what isn't, because I heard, like, the camera, that thing was radioactive, but then with the blood, I was kind of like, is it radioactive or is it not? Because at the start, you know, kind of got on him and then nothing happened. And then whatever. I thought it was still very interesting.
I didn't even feel the suspense that much.
Oh, okay.
It didn't, except the third act. Again, it ramps up. But I also thought from a storytelling perspective, it was paced. And I always say I'm pacing illiterate. Like, I've said that historically. I felt the pacing, like, pretty hard, where I was just like, okay, you're giving me my setup at the beginning, and then you're telling me basically little to nothing, and then the end, you're just, like, shoving everything in my face. And I'm like, okay, wait, I think I'm following. And that was really jarring. And it left me a little confused. And then when people were explaining it to me, I'm like, oh no, I got that. Oh no, I understood that part. Okay, maybe there wasn't much for me then. Maybe I just didn't click. It didn't click. I also thought I needed subtitles because when the voice logs are going, I can't hear.
I will agree with that part.
I can't hear it at all. But here's what I liked. Cinematography is so good.
Oh, really good.
It's so good. How do you make a singular space like interesting to look at? They did it.
Different camera angles
a million different camera angles. You really get familiar with this very tiny space that he's in. And I think that's where I felt the claustrophobia a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
But I think outside of the cinematography and me being honestly thoroughly impressed with Markiplier as an actor, very impressed. I didn't think he was going to be great, but I didn't think he was going to be bad. He was really good, actually. Yeah. He did a really good job. I just wasn't impressed by the story. And it felt to me, at least, it had glimmers of like great, but that was very few and far between. And this game, like the movie is 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I felt that 2 hours, you know? And like it got to like, I'm checking my phone and I'm like, dude, this is like, like he's still taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. That was where it kind of lost me a little bit. So I want to get into spoilers. I don't think I gave my score though. Did I give a number score? I don't think I did. I'm giving it like probably a low 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I walked out with my friends and I was so scared. I'm thinking like the whole time, like, dude, they're gonna get so mad at me when I say I didn't like it. Like they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think I'm evil. My best friend, I'm sitting next to him. He's like, dude, I loved it. What did you think? I go, and he was mad. And then I talked to everyone else and everyone was like, there's some people that loved it. A lot of people loved it. The others, few were like, okay, yeah, you're on my page. Thank God I have people on my side. I'm not crazy.
Dang.
But regardless, I just need to say that for further context. Can we go into spoilers?
Yeah, let's go into it.
Can I talk about what I liked a lot from the movie? I loved some of the cool visuals they would do at the end with like him being talked to by that I'm just gonna, I don't really remember what they called it. The alien thing, yes. Alien. And like they do like the whole red sky and the blood on the floor and it's this big being. I love that. Was cool. I like the scary monster that he sees in his head. I was like, yes, that's so good. That's it. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like that was like oh my gosh, yes, you have it. And then you're not doing that enough. So to me, I'm just like, man. And then the audio log, the final audio log is so good. It's so scary. It's so intense. Dude, maybe instead of playing the game less, he finds multiple ships and you're hearing multiple logs and multiple perspectives. And it's feeling that creepiness and like, oh my gosh, like something is gonna kill me. Instead of picture, oh no. And then it goes away, nothing happens. And I'm like, man, like, come on.
I understand that, I do. With me, once again, I don't know nothing about this video game, so I was just watching it purely to understand as much as I could. And just, once again, learning that this whole ocean is just blood. 2, like finding out that there are things in this blood ocean. And then going through, finding these other ships that we're trying to explore and find, I guess, the bone or the skeleton. They were looking for the skeleton as well.
I think they might have been on a different thing, but also regardless, I don't think it really said.
But it just really got to me because it's like, well, what else is down there? And then so finally, like when he gets that picture and sees that huge monster or alien looking at him, instantly scared me a little bit because I'm like, okay, if that thing lives in blood, ocean water, what can it do?
Yeah.
Because you can't just swim in blood.
No,
you can't just do that.
This thing is definitely something.
This thing is something. And then so seeing those moments when he's in the submarine, and I guess for a second I kind of believed that there wasn't somebody down there talking with him when they were like, oh, there's another submarine that's stuck down there. I'm like, there's no possible way. Your thing was going down with oxygen like levels. There's no way that submarine was living for that long. No way. And then when they're like, oh, you were down there for 2 days, I was like, so definitely somebody else was talking, or something. That thing was talking to him. But once again, like that scene where like, I think it's when he gets knocked out and then he just wakes up, looks up and sees that big thing with the blood and stuff. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's creepy but cool at the same time. That's one of the coolest images I've seen in a while.
I also want to give much love, who I actually think is probably the best actor in this entire movie, Carolyn Kaplan. She's Ava. She's the person kind of like talking to him throughout the whole movie.
Oh, for real?
Convict, like that. Kills it. She's so good. Like I thought she was phenomenal throughout the movie, especially in her last bit of dialogue when she's freaking out. So good.
That scared me.
Yes, that I loved. And I'm telling you, I think that's what I wanted more of. I wanted more of that like tension going throughout of like finding that audio log. Oh, we're here, we're doing something. Oh no. And then like I wanted more of that sprinkled in because I think it would have added a lot of context and lore to what was going on while also building a lot more tension than him just seeing a picture of a monster and then it going away.
I get you on that point. I do. But I feel like one thing I did read about the video game was the game was made to make you think and like really make you like go insane.
Yeah,
inside
for sure.
The submarine. I think that's good. But that's what I really like about what he did. It was just him whenever the submarine was broken or whenever he just couldn't move or go anywhere. It was just him going around this little space, either trying to get some light by touching the photograph button, or him like trying to figure out how to like move his ship or even just go under and repair stuff. I was like, that was really getting me invested because I never knew if like something was going to happen on the top or if there was going to be something there that was going to mess with him. And I thought that was really cool.
And I think that's true, but I think that's why I think it's a phenomenal adaptation. I think that's something I should probably say. It's a phenomenal adaptation of what the video game is, but I think that just means I don't think all video games should be movies. Like I don't think this warrants itself as a pretty good movie then when it's like, oh, we're kind of stuck playing the mechanic of the game over and over again because that's what it is. When I think there was something really interesting you did that was different from the game that had me so much more focused, Because obviously when you're playing it and you're taking the picture and you see the scary monster and you're like, oh, dude, I'm stuck in here. I can't do anything. You feel that so much more because it's you doing it. But when you're watching it and you're kind of like, you're just seeing someone else go through those motions, you're not going to feel it as hard, Especially when you keep doing it and then nothing happens. And then you show it again and then nothing happens. And then you show it again and then nothing happens. And I'm just like I don't feel the tension because nothing is happening, I just, that didn't work for me at all. I will say I did, I was expecting more like psychological stuff too, at least direct stuff. They do a twist. What'd you think of the twist of him being like, wait, I never said that my name to you? What did you think of that?
I didn't really think much of it because I thought he already figured it out. Like the voice was starting to be weird a little bit. And that's when I was kind of like, oh, that's got to be the alien talking to him. And then that's when, you find out, didn't say my name. And he goes over to the speaker, sees it's unplugged. And he's like, oh, who's talking to me then? Yeah. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. I think it was just at the beginning more part. When he said I never said my name, I kind of already figured.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work for me. Yeah. Where it just felt so obvious. Like, oh, this is something. Like I wish they did something a little more there where it felt like at least some sort of glimmer of hope, but the voice is already so sus and weird, and we already watch him break it, that like this like whole like mind F that the movie wants to be doesn't work because it's like, well, I'm aware of what's happening, It's not like when you watch Joker, right? And you're kind of just like, dude, what's real and what isn't? Yeah. Where this, it's like, well, I know exactly what's real and what isn't. And for me, it just feels like you're wasting my time.
What did you think of that final scene? Like when he's like trying to escape that little monster. And
That
the
I
blood starts
loved.
getting in.
Yeah, that I loved.
That
That was
I
really
didn't
good.
expect that. That was insane.
Yeah, great
That was
final 20 minutes.
very insane, and I never expected. Like, did you know that maybe that's when maybe it just needed the blood to sit on him for a little bit in order for the radioactiveness to start messing with him?
Oh, like how it was like like messing up his face
Bro,
or
that
whatever.
low-key scared the crap out of me. But even when I saw those scars on his arm when he like grabbed that little thing, I was like, was that there before? I don't think that's natural.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I liked that a lot too.
I was shook, and then when all the blood was coming in, I was like, all right, I don't think he's gonna survive this, and no matter what, I don't even know if he wants to survive this because, well, one, his arm's gone.
Yeah, yeah. It was a really intense final 20 minutes. I think I wanted it to be a scary movie, and I wasn't scared at all.
Yeah.
And then I think I wanted it to mess with me a little bit more, like psychologically, but I was aware of what was happening the whole time, so that didn't really work for me. So like the cinematography, great. Some of the performances, great. The movie didn't work for me. You know?
There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
I was just very impressed, man.
Yeah.
I just can't believe like Markiplier like funded this himself, wrote and directed himself, and this was the final product. Like I was very impressed. And then when I heard that apparently it wasn't like gonna be in this many theaters at the start, it was only gonna be in 40, and now it was like in what 4,000, 1,000.
One of them was mine, and it was so cool. The tickets,
Same here.
every theater was sold out, and then people started refunding the tickets. My theater was packed though. Everyone was in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine. I mean, not a lot of people there. Just two of us.
Nice.
It was so creepy, but like I still was very impressed with the outcome of this movie. I was very impressed with this final product.
Yeah, really.
Shout out Markiplier,
Dude,
bro.
shout out Markiplier.
Like,
Such a
that's-
well-made movie.
Bro, I was very impressed. Like I can't believe I know he had a crew with him and everything. I know, like shout out to the crew as well, but I was just impressed that the idea, boom. hit.
Yeah. I think what I liked about it so
the video
much,
game creator, my bad.
I love that it's doing so well too. Like I think it's number one on the charts right now. Like it made 20 million in the weekend. The movie has a $3 million budget. It made $20 million. That's psycho.
That's insane.
Like that's crazy. Hollywood only wishes, you know?
Did you see his thank you video?
No, I didn't.
I felt so happy for him.
Good for
Like,
him.
He was just saying thanks to people, and then obviously he was telling people like if you just had the time, like I'd appreciate it if you would go watch it. But I just like I felt so like good for him.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you go, man. Like that's so cool.
You
like, that's really
genuinely
cool.
you go. Because I think what's so awesome about it too is just like, again, this isn't like a popular game. I mean, it's definitely popular. Like it's a known indie horror game, but like it's an independent horror game, you
Yeah.
know? Like it's not your Sony games, your Xbox games, your big Call of Duty. This is a very small 1 hour game. And it was really cool to see a creator be like, oh, I like this a lot. Let me make something into it. And I really respect that, actually. I genuinely, I could say anything about this movie. I could have walked out and hated it. I still respect this movie so incredibly hard because I think there's no denying its quality. I think it is a quality product for sure. And I think it's something that I'd still recommend people watch. I think you should watch it. I think a lot of people might like it a lot more than me. I think I'm 100% in the minority, like for sure.
Oh yeah.
But dude, please watch it. Like, give it some love because he deserves
Still
it.
gonna be out in theaters?
I don't know. Oh, you're
next
right.
week?
After this
I was
weekend,
just asking, I didn't know.
I don't know actually. I think it might have been just this weekend. But I think if it's doing so well, actually no, I doubt he would even if though it's doing well, I doubt he would do more showtimes. I feel like he would just call it and give his team the bonuses. Because that's what he said. He was like, dude, I'm gonna give my team fat bonuses. So good for them,
deserve
bro.
it,
Too.
man.
They deserve it. They cooked, dude. Everything was so well made. You know, just a pristine product, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm happy that the creator of the game is also getting a good little spotlight too. I watched an interview of him talking about Markiplier reaching out to him, and he just seems like he's wearing a Doom shirt, like Doom guy, and I was just like, you're my guy, bro. I love you. Yeah.
So you like Doom?
I'm a big Doom guy. But
Seen the Doom movies?
no, I've never seen the Doom movie. Actually, no. With Dwayne the Rock Johnson, I've never seen it. But yeah, again, much respect to the team making a movie like that, and it being just a success, dude. Because you guys killed it. You killed it. You made a fantastic video game adaptation, and I cannot deny that. Even if I didn't enjoy the script, everything else fantastic. Good job. Yeah.
I'm just happy for him, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
It's a success story, man. I think this is something that's like, this is why we watch movies, you know, because we like seeing the creative expression of it.
Yeah.
And I think you feel that throughout this movie with everything. Again, how do you make a contained space be interesting? They figured it out, you know? Can a YouTuber act? This one can, you know? Can this YouTuber write and direct? Kind of, yeah, I guess he can, you know? Like, it's really cool. And it makes me really happy to see him just being like, dude, I have so much money. I'm going to do whatever creative stuff I want. So,
And I'm just glad to see Markiplier be on the big screen. And I'm just glad to see, like, some of his be, like, as successful as it was. For the first time him doing this?
yeah,
This is his first time?
I think so, yeah.
Good job, man.
Good job,
for
man.
real. I'm happy for him.
You know Jacksepticeye was in the movie? Yeah.
Was he the guy who got the
He was
flash?
he was one of the voices in his head,
Oh.
like going through. So was I don't know if you know streamer Valkyrie. She was also in it.
Oh, she was in it too?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew she was in it before I watched the movie. I expected Jacksepticeye to be in it. And I saw Sean McLaughlin. I got excited.
Oh.
So really cool.
He is in it.
Yeah.
Yo,
really
that's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a couple other YouTubers, but I could be wrong. Anyways,
That
guys,
is cool.
Anything else you want to say on Iron Lung?
Ah, man, just if it's still out in theaters after this week, I hope it is. Please go see it because it was, no matter what you think, like, if you guys are probably like, YouTube probably can't direct,
He could direct. He could direct.
Markiplier proves you wrong. So please go watch it. Please go watch it for Markiplier and the rest of his team. Did a good job. And just support indie movies, man. Please support these movies because we need more like ideas like this. We need more people who are like not from these big studios, like coming up and just coming out with this cool new idea maybe. But we need more of this. We need it. Y'all need to support it.
And if it's not out anymore and you can't watch it, you missed out. Haha, you suck. This is what happens when you wait. You should just watch the thing when you want to. There you go. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Film Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all the things. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify for you audio listeners. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.